Tons of people enjoy playing video games or watching gaming streamers, and many are left feeling overwhelmed with rage bait or negative comment sections. What can we do about it? Hello, I'm Airie at Airie Summer, and I'm a MediaWise ambassador who primarily streams on Twitch, creating a multifaceted variety of content, including showcasing thousands of games on my channel. Today, I'm sharing evidence-based and validated strategies we can use to respond when false information is swirling in our communities. Before we get into that though, I would love to remind you to take time to evaluate and check in with yourself. Before you ever respond to anything online, pause and make sure you're mentally in a good place to jump in. Sometimes though, it's best both for yourself and the situation to not engage. Don't comment, don't reply, just move on. I know it may be easier said than done, and we may be used to responding quickly. Building a new habit of not immediately engaging will become more natural with practice and is often healthier for our emotional and mental well-being. You can also use platform tools like muting and blocking. And if the content violates platform policy or community guidelines, you can report it. After checking in with yourself, and if you decide to engage, it's time to select your approach. You may have heard of debunking. Have you ever heard of pre-bunking? Debunking is when we check the details of false or misleading information we encounter to see if it is real or not. This can be as simple as running a quick internet search or checking other sources to see if the facts add up. For example, are multiple credible sources saying the same thing? Pre-bunking is when we warn other people that they may encounter false, manipulative, or misleading content. This helps people prepare to not fall for false information. It's a way to make ourselves and our communities more resilient to harmful content. So, for example, you hear several pervasive internet rumors going around that Nintendo Switch 2 is only going to have $90 game universally, all physical games are to be replaced by key cards, and Joy-Con connection pins are easily breakable. Except each has been found to be false. To debunk it, you immediately want to ask, who are the people saying these things? Where did they say this? Has Nintendo officially confirmed the pricing? Did they have a Nintendo Switch 2 that they were testing in hand? Did they have videos showing the issues? Are the sources credible? And are there multiple recorded incidents that show the same issues? Then look at the answers to these questions. Alternatively, if you want to warn others through pre-bunking techniques, you can get ahead of claims by naming what is happening. False or manipulative content tends to use the same techniques over and over, whether it's lack of proof, blaming someone for something they couldn't possibly have done, such as scapegoating, stereotyping, or taking the content out of context. In your response, you talk about the technique being used to make the content instead of the information itself. You could say something like, I feel like we're missing context and we shouldn't jump to conclusions until we have the whole story and more solid information. Another pre-bunking technique you can do is have some pre-planned responses ready to go. You may want to tie these to a practical and reasonable next step, like waiting for more information or stating how you'll be following a specific community standard. For example, you can say, I've heard the rumor about the Nintendo Switch 2 as well. However, until I can get the whole story in an official press release, I'm not paying attention to it right now. Finally, when appropriate, you can use a little humor to highlight the tactic being used. You can reply with, are we sure it's not just another questionable translation? Let's wait for the whole story with a relevant emoji. Believe it or not, it's really that simple. Your main goal is to help people slow down, take a deep breath, and to bring some healthy skepticism into the conversation. It can feel overwhelming at times, and it's important to remember there are some really easy steps you can take to help shape your online communities. You'll be surprised how quickly even small changes like this can add up to making your corner of the internet a more positive place to be.